Everybody, it's old Watachi again. People, I don't even know. I don't even know what to say. I'm watching CNN today, and I only watch it because I watch a little bit of CNN and Fox News and know what they're telling you guys in order to understand what you're believing. But even on CNN today, they said that billionaires that were billionaires before coronavirus even started have now made themselves billionaires all over again in less than a year. That the billionaires are the ones making all the money off of this, folks. Do you not understand that? I mean, they even said that on CNN. And I couldn't believe it when I heard it. But they did. They said that the only people making real money right now are the billionaires, and they've done made another $1 billion since the COVID-19 shit has happened. That means they're benefiting off of all the chloroquine, all the medical shit, everything that's being used, the masks, the rubber gloves, everything that's being used. I'm sure they dumped all their money into before they allowed the COVID to come on to the scene. And that's what I say. That's why it's against the law for the government to force anything on you, because all they'd have to do is invest all their money into a product and then tell you it's against the law for you not to have it. That's why this shit doesn't work, folks. The billionaires are the only one. That means Donald Trump has made himself another $1 billion this year. George Soros, your fucking whoever else, your Chase Bank owners, your family, your Morgan Chase Banks, all these people that were already billionaires, they made another billion this year. Have you? It's aggravating, folks. It's aggravating. And sorry about my coughing, but you guys know I got lung problems. But I'm trying to think. There was a few things I wanted to get in this video. But my mind gets going. Another thing happened. I went in over here to grocery store, and there's a Boardman Township police officer. He plays security over there when he's not on duty for the town, I guess. But when I went in, he was standing there talking to active Marine. This guy's all in his fatigues and everything, but they were standing there having a conversation when I went in. Well, as I come back out, they're still standing there talking. Well, this Marine, and he was a gunny sergeant. Once I got up on him and saw his insignia, he was a gunny sergeant. But he's standing there. He doesn't have a mask on. He's inside Giant Eagle. He's standing there talking to a cop. He's got a mask on. But he doesn't have a mask on. I don't have a mask on. I walk up to him and asked him if I could ask him a question. First thing he did was shove his hand out to me and shake my hand like most men always do. And I shook his hand. Neither one of us have a mask on. Now, this guy is a gunny sergeant. He's not an officer by any means, but when it comes down to the grunts and the guys on the ground, he's probably one of the highest ranking guys that'd be standing next to him in a foxhole if they were fighting in a battle or something. These gunny sergeants they're hardcore guys, And I flat out asked him, said, when are you guys going to step up and start doing your jobs and backing the oath you took? And you want to know what the answer was that I got out of this gunny sergeant? Let me see if I can put it, verbatim. He went out. That was a gunny sergeant's answer. And that was a quoted. I quoted that, even though I didn't do the quote signs. But that was a quote. Now, I looked at him before I left, and I said, I'm just going to tell you, man, we need you guys. I didn't say that to the cop, but I said it to that soldier, that Marine. I said, man, we need you guys. We need you more than ever, and we need you to do what you swore to do. We're paying you to do that. As I walked away. And I know it went in at one ear and probably out the other. They probably sit around and laugh about it. But who knows? I usually, when I see somebody in uniform, a soldier, I'll walk up, shake their hand if they'll let me, or bump fists or whatever, bump butts or kick boots or whatever. I usually walk up to them, thank them for their service. I'm not doing that no more. I'm going to walk up to them and ask them why they're in dereliction of their duty and why they didn't fucking follow their oath that they swore an oath to. That's how I'm going to start treating them. I'm done playing. These soldiers, I don't know what they're going to do. Maybe they got some plan that they can't tell nobody. I don't know. But you know what? How bad's it got to get before they're going to do something about it? That's all I ask. How bad? How far is it going to have to go? Do we have to have Americans dead in the streets? Do we have to have starving Americans, people with no electricity because the government's turned the power off for control? You know, how far are we going to have to go before these guys stand up and and abide by their oath? If nothing else, abide by their oath. If not, then they need to step the fuck down. Walked away from that job because we're paying them and they're not even doing their jobs. That's dereliction of duty. All of them could be locked up for it as far as I'm concerned. Right now, these militaries should be rolling into Washington, D.C. and putting all them people in jail in Guantanamo Bay and militarily try each and every one of them from the president down. They all need to be done that way. People, the time's running out. I know you guys think, things going to be better next year. Buddy, they're already talking on, they even said this on CNN and Fox, that even if a surefire vaccine came out today, even if a vaccine they knew worked 100%, only one time shot and it was done and over with, you'd still be wearing those masks for over a year before you would not be wearing them. They already saying, even with a full-fledged vaccine going on, they will still be forcing mandating the mask, the distancing, the close, the companies that out here are not allowed to have but a handful of people in their stores and shit. This shit ain't changing, people. They're already saying it, man. If you guys will listen to what they're telling you, they tell you what they're going to do before they do it. People, I don't know. In this country, this is what it used to, I was told, we're in the United States of America. We're united. No other country will come into our land because they're scared of us because we're so united. Well, you know what it is today, folks? Look around with all this coronavirus bullshit going on, everything that's going on. Hell, the militias aren't even teaming up. There ain't nobody grouping up doing nothing. It's every man for himself. In America right now, it's every man for himself. You can't get nobody to stand up against anything in this country. One thing you can get them to stand up against Christians, white men. You can get them to stand up against those things, but you can't get them to stand up against anything that's taking their freedoms or rights away from them. They always want to chase that symptom and not go after the sickness. A sickness is the government, people. That is the sickness. By you trying to defund the police, that's chasing a symptom. You're not doing nothing. They'll just bring in a federal police, and they'll have more power than the PD has. Hell, Trump's already said these federal police that are going into these towns, they don't even have to identify themselves. They can just grab you up and take you. They don't have to tell you nothing. So, see how that's going to work out for you. And I also wanted to end with this. Something I started looking into. And if you look into all these towns from Portland, New York, Chicago, LA, all these towns that are rioting and burning and everything else, you know, if you look in to the money people on these towns, every one of these towns are the top, I think it's like top 10 bankrupted cities in the country. Portland, Philadelphia, New York, Chicago, LA, all these cities that are fucking rioting and burning. These people have like $2 billion and they got $4 billion worth of bills to pay every year. They don't have the money. They're bankrupt. All of them, people. That's why they're burning them to the ground. Just like there's been times if you would have lost a house or had a car repoed or something, you thought about burning that sucker to the ground before they got it back, didn't you? I'm sure you did. Well, that's what these people are doing. 13 states on fire. Who knows how many cities are rioting and burning. All kinds of crime going on, nothing being done about it. All this stuff going on, and what's our military doing? They're sitting on their asses too. They're sitting on their asses. So, you guys just keep thinking this two-party paradigm's going to help you, Biden or Trump. You just keep thinking that, because you're going to fucking see in less than 4 months that neither damn one of them are going to help you. That's for sure. Well, people, that's my rant for today. May God bless us all, because we are going to need that. Good day.